Kalonzo yeye mwenyewe anafaa kutuonyesha, si ati kusema, ni kukuja na bibi yake wanaeka tent Uhuru Park until further notice, tukuwe na sijui kama unaelewa madhakarua, si kushinda ukipost. Sonko, kwanza wewe career yako ilikuwa dismantled by the Uhuru government It's your opportunity now ukuja tuonyeshe I have been serving you, si kutuonyesha tu mapesa na nini za dhahabu huko. Tunataka tukuone Uhuru Park Sonko, the real Sonko. Si una get buda, at least anaokoleanga mavijana sasa ile kimeumana. Huo mzee tunafaa tumpate hapo. Hawa wasanii wote tunacheza ngoma zao. Mi ni dere wa Madrid. Mi ucheza ngoma zenu. Leo nataka kuona hao wote akina Tips. Sijui hao akina Saru kwanza alisemanga anakuanga maandamano. Leo nataka kuona tent yako. Nataka kuona mahali umetulia mpaka till further notice. Wasanii wetu akina King Kaka haukuja. Lakini hataki ukuja na gari tu upige round mbili uende kama venye akina Khalifa wanakuja kujimwagia maji ati onekane ulikuwa maandamano. Hiyo kwanza iliniuma sana. Be that person. Tumeamua ni kwenda, hakuna mtu amekulipa. Hakuna kitu umeuliza Ruto, hata wewe unataka responsibility, accountability. Si ati tushinde si ati tushinde continue the same way. Tumesema kila mtu, if uko against the government ndio unasema Ruto must go. Leo Uhuru Park, hakuna mtu anakuuliza. Uhuru Park is a public nini. Mtu asikwambia ati usiende. Hauendi kuiba kitu ya mtu, unaenda kutulia. Kwani ile wakati walikuwa na kujanga ile crusade nana wakatazanga. So wanaeka crusade, si yetu ni crusade. Tunaenda kuomba kina Dad Kimathi kama wanaombango. Unaona? Hakuna kitu, tunaenda kutulia. Wanataka kujua the way forward. After kutulia itajipa. Wasishinde wakituuliza the way forward. And asante, follow to follow. Ndio kitu tu naweza sema.
I think we'll need to change tactics. And if we'll need to go to Uhuru Park, we'll need to do a march. And if you're learning from history, marches have been very effective in revolutions. When you look at the march that was led by Mahatma Gandhi, the French Revolution, it's not just camping. These guys, we can go and camp at Uhuru Park for a week. Walai Ruto hawezi toka kwa hiyo kitu. Huyu jamaa ni kichwa ngumu, huyu jamaa hawezi sikia. It's the abnormal thing like economic sabotage that will teach this government a lesson. If we say, like now we've been saying, occupy parliament, go to town and go to every urban center across the country. These guys have not listened. A lot of cities and towns in this country have been occupied. Even yesterday, as late as yesterday, on Tuesday, we saw the county government of Nyamira had been occupied. But did the governor do any constructive reforms? Nothing. So I think economic sabotage is the eventual end goal. We need to effect it. And the other thing I was saying is this thing of occupying, we can do as well the opposite. We can say right now, let's cripple the transport system. Let's cripple the education system. And necessarily, it is not an easy thing. I understand, but we need to effect these things. And I think going forward, this issue of police brutality, we need also to affect our own agendas. Kama saa hizi, it is very good in regard to collecting evidence that we take videos of these policemen who are abducting people. Make sure you get their faces. Eventually, hata kama si saa hizi, these guys will be held to account. Police officers in the traffic department, they are still under the NPS. These guys who are collecting bribes, make sure anywhere where we live, within a radius of 500 meters, there are police officers who are collecting bribes. Take their videos. The police reforms that have been suggested in the past have not been effected by the government. It is us, the citizens, that need to bring new ideas on board and try and bring accountability in this police service. I think I'll be listening. Going forward, let's have other speakers speak. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Boniface. That issue of occupying those the places you mentioned, those Occupy, JKIA, and occupy Uhuru Park and all other areas we've talked about occupying. I would love to understand what other people, like other speakers, even as you come up, tell me what you think about that idea and what we really need, how we will really, ensure that we make sure our plights are heard. And again, we've talked about going to Uhuru Park and sitting there and camping there and all that, but what about what watakuwa wagonjwa? What happens to them? Have we talked to them, the medics, and how are they willing to help? And those are the kind of questions that I keep on asking, and we really, really need to get it clear. So I'll allow Mr. Anthony to speak. Then after Mr. Anthony, we have Eddie, Jared, then Lorenzo. So we have 3 minutes each. And Mr. Anthony, your 3 minutes begin now. Go ahead, please.
Thank you very much. Good morning, my brothers and sisters in Kenya, Kenyans at home in diaspora. I'm a Nigerian. This call is just to lend my voice of support to what you guys are doing. And I want to tell you guys that the weight of Africa is on your shoulders. But even as much as this weight is on your shoulders, you are not alone. We are with you. Whatever way you want our support, I am telling you that not just me, but a lot of friends around me, we have been helping, but we still want to help more because you are an inspiration, and I can tell you that you are about to liberate Africa. We have been claiming to be the giant of Africa in Nigeria, but whoever liberates Africa becomes the giant of Africa. What you're doing is not easy, but you are leading the way, and we are watching. I'm sure you all are aware what is going on in Nigeria right now. But you know what? Whatever it turns out to be, however it turns out to be, both in Nigeria, in Ghana, in Uganda, you guys take the whole credit. And the fallen heroes will forever be remembered. I love you guys. I pray for each and every one of you. Every day I wake up, and as I go to bed, you guys are on my mind because it is long overdue for us to break free from the chains that's been around our feet and around our brains in Africa. Our leaders don't want to break free for their own selfish interests, but we want to break free. Enough is enough. It's not easy what you're doing. It's risky, but it has to be done. And please, no backing down. If you lose it now, Africa loses it. But you will not lose it. I beg of every one of you, all the attempts from the authorities to divide you, stay united. Same thing is happening in my country right now. It's only when people are beginning to prepare to protest, that's when the government know they want to share rice to Nigerian citizens as if they are refugees in their own country. It's only when they say they are going to give student loan, but they never talked about it since then until now they know that the young people want to go to the street. So what you have pulled off so far has lifted Africa beyond your imagination. But the bottom line is that we have to get to the finish line. I appreciate all you guys. Any way that you want other people from Africa to help you, please put it out there. I join your spaces all the time, and I am encouraged. Nigerians are encouraged. All Africans are encouraged. Thank you very much, and may God be with all of you as you keep up the struggle. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony, and thank you for keeping time. I really, really appreciate. So much love from Kenya to Nigerians.
we were on a space the other day where Ugandans, were also just asking Kenyans, how do you do it? I mean, we need liberation too. We are going through a lot. We've had the same president for the longest time, and we are not seeing any change in our country. And we don't want, a country that is just occupied with one family, like it's being ruled by one family. We want something different. We need to speak a different language right now. Need to have a different voice, and the time is now, and we are learning from
Yes.
you Kenyans. So I think we are really, really, really trying to show an example. And thank you so much, Mr. Anthony, for even speaking
Totally,
to us.
the leaders brought this to us. You guys voted for Ruto. If Ruto is doing what you want, you will not be on the street. If our leaders in Nigeria or in Uganda are doing what we want, even if it's one family that is ruling a country for 300 years, so long as they are serving the interests of the people, nobody will complain. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and have a good morning.